Hello Virgo, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. Blazer the Morkie has left the room. Perhaps he'll be back next time, but I am here with your reading for the next 10 days. Today we're going to be pulling a card for your overall energy. Then we're going to look at your specific energy, the energy of the person or the situation connected to you, and then how those energies mingle and dance in the middle. We'll close it off with an oracle card for the Virgo collective. Do keep in mind, these are general readings. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. I do recommend checking out your sun, moon, rising, and north node for additional context and texture. And then if you're looking for a more personalized experience, I do offer one-on-one readings. The links are in the description below, along with lots of other good links, so check that out. I'm here every Friday at 10 a.m. Central for Frequency Friday. You can join me there for some fun collective messages and just a chill, comfy hangout. And then every other Sunday from 7 to 8 p.m. Central, I'm live on my channel answering your questions. You can come on, ask a question, and get a little mini reading for free. So it's a lot of fun. We have a good community, and I would love to see you there. Okay, Virgo, your overall energy this go around is number 30, engaging with fears and doubts. Okay, that is a part of life. Fear and doubt is how we learn. It's how we grow. It's how we evolve. Let's see how this might be playing out for you and maybe the person connected to you here. You got the Three of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so you're actually looking at like this vast horizon where you want to travel. You're looking at where you want to take your energy. You're just having trouble establishing a consistent pattern of getting the energy there. You have your daily energy. You have some energy in reserve, but maybe your attention is being distracted by something. So you're going to want to take a look at and do a little review and gain some clarity here with the King of Swords on what's taking away your attention from taking this action here that you need to take. It could be an energy of doubt. It could be an energy of fear. It could be an energy, for some of you, you might really be struggling with overwhelm. You get overwhelmed when you look at everything. And I know as a Virgo, you like to analyze and look at all the possibilities, but maybe it's time to take that periscope and just look at one thing. And just focus on that one thing and move forward with that for now. You do have the Page of Cups here. I like this. You want your heart to be in the things that you do. You want your own personal emotional signature on things, which is really clever and really nice. I like that. I think it adds to authenticity of your actions and of the steps you take as you are putting efforts, whether it be in your workspace, in your relationships, or in some sort of passion project. For the person connected to you, they get the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. This person is working on manifesting big things, okay? They really have their sights set on fullness and calling in resources and financial energies, but they're also dealing with their own fears around having enough, will there be enough, when's the other shoe gonna drop, and possibly a little bit of emotional pain here too, or emotional / mental kind of energies, maybe some confusion, maybe for some of them, possibly an injury or a lack of sleep, something like that. In the connective energies, the two of you get the Six of Wands and the Five of Wands. There are times where your two energies go really well together and you are successful and celebrating success together. There are other times where it's very challenging for you to see that in this connection, to experience that. And it sometimes feels like perhaps you're working against one another, or maybe working in different directions, or having trouble putting all the pieces together. But we'll get some clarifiers to try to figure this out. We definitely have some fears and doubts that are wanting some attention here. And there are always going to be fears and doubts. We're always going to have the contrasting expressions because it helps us embody love and confidence. So thinking about the other side of the fears and doubts is love and confidence, right? And overcoming those obstacles. And sometimes I think, especially in this relationship right now, it feels kind of big, like a big hurdle or a big obstacle or a big wave to ride. But when we start moving through that, I think it can become a lot easier for us. So for the Three of Wands, you got another Three of Wands. This has been happening in these readings where I'm getting double cards a lot. So this is like an exclamation point on that. You have energy day to day, but you've got more energy in reserve that you're getting distracted from that energy. Okay, you've got the Ace of Swords here, so you really need to figure out what this is for yourself. How are you being distracted every day? Are you getting on the doom scroll? Are you Netflixing and chilling a little bit too much? Is there something that's taking your attention that's not transferring into consistent action of your choice, right? This is something that is asking to get your attention and for you to put some focus on and figure out what this is so that you can then access the reserved energies here. For some of you, it could be a physical thing as well. For some of you, you're trying to possibly lose weight or build muscle or something like that, and you're trying to get the right combination there for your body. But for others of you, it has to do with you're getting mentally distracted on something when really you have energy to burn and you can focus that energy somehow. Let's look at this King of Swords. This is more of a mastery. So you start at the Ace, you end at the King. You might be making some progress here. Oh my goodness, Virgo, you got another King of Swords along with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're going to be moving on this. I think this is the kind of energy that I see sometimes when somebody gets it mentally, they really get it and it really locks into place here. I don't think you have it yet. I don't think you've unlocked the secret of how to tap into these energetic reserves that you have, but they're there. You just keep getting distracted. So we've got to eliminate the distraction. And once you do that and you refocus your energy toward your momentum forward, it's going to lock into place. And once you have that, I don't think there's any turning back. You'll have all the energetic reserves with you and you'll be able to move forward with a heck of a lot of confidence. It definitely is about overcoming doubt of some kind. So I think in this, you're going to find that some of those energy reserves are offline to you because of some sort of internal doubt you have about yourself. As soon as you figure that out though, as soon as you unlock what that is, and you decide I'm going to move forward through this anyway, and you get that sorted out in your mind, it's going to lock into place and you'll be good to go. Let's look at this Page of Cups for you. How in the world is this actually happening? I am not kidding. Look at this. 2 Three of Wands, 2 Kings of Swords, 2 Pages of Cups. All of your energy. I would say you're almost reminding me of like a Gemini. You may have some Gemini in your chart. This may have to do with where you have the Gemini in your chart, okay? These are like double messages repeating, and then they all come with the other card, right? There's like a third card informing, but you feel it is very important to move forward in the actions that you take from your heart space, and that it be something close to your heart, something that you care about, something that you're interested in, something that you're passionate about. And it could be for some of you love and romance, okay? But for others of you, it's just making sure that as you're putting forth this energy, that it is aligned with your heart. And you've got the Strength card here. And that is about building up the courage, right? This I often connect to the sign of Leo. This is about building up your courage and taming those doubts and fears so that you can take that aligned action moving forward. And when you do, there's actually an abundance vibe that I'm feeling. I don't know that it's broken through for you yet. you have these energies kind of underlining these undercurrents or these reserves that you cannot access. It's like you have to find the key, or you have to find the right door, the right room to unlock this. And that's very much what I feel for you. But the energies that I'm picking up there's an exclamation point on each one of them. So this is definitely your path forward here. How interesting. Okay, let's see what this other person gets here. With the Five of Pentacles for the person you're connected to, the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords. They may be healing something to do with you or something to do with partnership, perhaps your partnership, or just patterns. I think they might be dealing with their own patterns in all of this. And they tend to, on the one hand, have a lot of love to offer, and you may be those times, like, because I'm seeing in your energy two different energies where you feel like, oh, they're really loving on me, they're putting their love toward the partnership, toward the connection, or something we love to do together kind of energy. And then other times they feel rather blocked off and rather closed. This is partially a cry for their own independence. This could be the way their own energy moves, but also maybe a little bit of wounding and a little bit of avoidant behavior or hiding away from the past, from past relationships, past traumas, past hurts that they're working on, so that they can step more fully into the presence of partnerships. They could also, very practically speaking, really be dealing with eliminating a lack mentality, or kind of the glass half empty kind of vibe that I get for this person. Having a little trouble seeing how it's all going to go together, or going through a time of struggle, having trouble balancing out their thoughts on that, healing their thoughts on that, and contributing to a partnership as well. It can be a little tough for them. Or maybe some of them could be trying to protect you from their fears, because they know you're dealing with your own, and they don't want to make your burden more heavy, or make you feel like you've got to figure it out for them. They want to figure it out themselves. And I think you need to let them figure it out themselves if you do have that tendency. For the Ten of Pentacles, they get the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Their understanding is that they need to keep taking their aligned action in order to build. I think they're in the middle of building something, or they're in the middle of securing their financial freedom or something like that. I think they have a lot to be proud of here. Maybe they don't always see that. If this is someone in your life that you love and care for, they may need boost of encouragement here. It would help them for you to take some sort of action that would help them. They seem like that kind of person. It'd be really receptive if you had a kind act for them. So if this is someone that you're truly close to and you care about, they're really working on this. Any kind of offering of a positive action that you could take toward them to make their life easier or to help them would be, I think, well received and much appreciated. And you do have that Page of Cups energy, so you are kind of into that. You're kind of into moving towards someone or something with love. For the Three of Swords, they get the Hierophant and the Six of Wands. They really want to have victory over their past pains and any forgiveness that goes along with that. They want to do that themselves, though. That may be why at times they come off a little bit closed. They don't want to stress or burden you with what they're working on their own end. And they want that empowerment kind of feeling of like, I gotta achieve this myself. I gotta unwind this myself. They could be a little hard to please, or they give me kind of that tough to please feeling, or maybe you perceive them that way at times. I think it's just because they're working on these aspects. I do see them with the Hierophant coming in and the Six of Wands having success over this. I think they're really working to do it in a long-standing, long-lasting way so that they're not just going through the motions. They're actually going to be embodying the healing that they're doing. The transformation of the pain and the healing is going to be a very embodied, or is already a very embodied process. And they want to accomplish that individually so that they can come together and be a better partner with you here with this Six of Wands. Whether this is a work relationship or romantic, I could see it going either way for different people here. For the Six of Wands, in the energy that the two of you share, you get the Four of Cups and they get the King of Cups. I do think maybe you've made some offers or taken some action toward them and maybe feel a bit blocked at times, like they're not receiving it. And I think having a little empathy in this case of understanding there's been times when maybe you've been closed off. If you can think about times with maybe you've been working on something big and transforming something big and you've been a little closed off, and maybe somebody has done something kind or nice for you, but you're too busy to notice. It kind of feels like that kind of energy. If you can find it in you to empathize with that, that may be important here. This person does have a big heart. They are able to hold a lot of emotional energies when their heart is healed. I just think they're going through some heart healing right now. And so at times they have to do a little extra protection that may come off a little closed and a little cold because of the amount of healing they're doing. It's very embodied, so it's very important to them. Let's look at this Five of Wands. This is where the two of you might disagree or have a little conflict. To me, this energy seems like when conflict or disagreements come up in the relationship, you have the tendency to state what you think is right and very much think with the Seven of Swords here. And I'm not sure you're hearing them. They get the Five of Cups, which means their feelings feel hurt easily. They could be quite a sensitive person and they can get deflated quite quickly. That's not necessarily your fault or your problem, but if you love this person, it's about having a little more sensitivity in your communications with them. Because that Seven of Swords can be like you just drop in your verbal statements and aren't really present for their emotions here. They're coming more emotional, you're coming in more mental, and this is causing some sort of conflict here. They could have the inability to see your thoughtful perspective, and you might have the inability to see their emotional perspective. There's a little bit of a mismatch here. I don't think it's a deal breaker. There are some other nice energies as long as you're able to remain compassionate and empathetic, and maybe even taking a look at how you might move into fear when they feel closed off. And what is that about, right? So a little bit of relationship dynamic going on here where we really need to be honest that we're going through great things, but also a lot of fears and doubts are boiling up as well. But those come up to be released. We have to remember they always come up to be released. That's why they might be a little more in our face. And that's actually a good thing. You got the number 26 card, Virgo, full spectrum. And I really do think that this relationship is very important. I think you're informing them very mentally and they're informing you very emotionally. There's also spiritual aspects blended in here. There's a lot of changing focus, navigating differently kind of energies. We kind of have the full spectrum or the full scope of things going on here, which tells me this is likely a very significant and powerful connection, though it may not always feel the easiest. Though there may be sensitivities here where you may at one time just think they're not open to you. They may feel hurt that you're not approaching them, right? There's these energies that get a little bit hurt in here, and it's because the fears and doubts are coming up in this connection. And that would represent to me that this is quite a sacred and full soul connection that's going on here. So keep that in mind. There's a lot to be gained here. There's a lot to learn. But there might just be some bumps here and some fears and doubts that need to be processed. Virgo, thank you so much for joining this reading today. I look forward to seeing you at the next one.